This is a weekly reading for Scorpio. So first of all, a good shuffle. If you watch till the end and leave a comment and like, then I will reply with a free spirit message within 24 hours. So just focusing around your energy and just gonna lay down your 10 cards on the table and just see what's been going on and what's going to show up for you in the coming weeks. Okay, things have been unsettled here. Strong sense of much pushing and pulling, blowing hot and cold around the situation. It's very much this energy of you wanting more certainty or even more commitment here. I do feel you and someone else are far apart at the moment. You're not where you want things to be. Okay, you're both still in the picture, but you're not kind of sort of together, perhaps in an intimate sense, or there's been a lack of communication between the two of you. There is something very deep that connects you here. Also around finances, there could be some concern. It could well be that you need to balance the books here. It needs to be kind of sort of looked at. That's the energy which I get here. You're waiting on some news. You keep waiting. It could well be that you keep looking at your phone just over and over again. You know, I see this vision of you like at your window late at night with a candle just looking out. It's symbolic, but it's like you're waiting for somebody to return. But what I can tell you is there is some good news coming, and I feel this news is going to come within the next 7 days. I feel this from the earth plane, but also from the spiritual plane as well. I mean, you may already be seeing like synchronicities or repeated numbers or other signs. And the energy here is of you seeing like repeated numbers, okay, or synchronicities, which are there to help guide you in the right direction here. I'm seeing a white crystal here around you as well, which has given me selenite. So it could well be there's a lot of healing which is taking place at the moment, okay? And it can advise you to actually get some selenite, okay, which is very good to clear like negativity, or to keep toxic energy away, okay? It's also excellent crystal for like charging other crystals. I'm also seeing like some studying as well. So it could well be you've been looking up stuff such as spiritual stuff or creative stuff, or even going on a workshop, or it could be just reading books or watching videos. You've been a bit of a hermit here. You've been burying your head in the sand. You've been doing a lot of soul searching. You've been doing a lot of looking within for answers here. But I see like a butterfly. It's very much this transformation. I'm also seeing lots of rose quartz around you as well. I was sensing selenite, but also rose quartz as well. So it's very much this energy of you healing emotionally. Okay, it could well be that crystal work is going to help you here. Okay, crystals are wonderful things, and they do bring about profound changes. You know, my favourite at the moment is moldavite, which I've got here, which is a very, very powerful crystal. And sometimes I mix it, a bit like mixing drinks perhaps, you know, you've got to be careful, but I mix it sometimes with perhaps rose quartz, if I'm wanting a love interest to come closer, or perhaps I would mix it with like green aventurine if I'm wanting improvements around finances. So there's different stones you can kind of sort of mix it with, and it kind of sort of amplifies the power here. But let's just look more forward. The Judgment reversed always, always, always takes me back to Prague. I mean, the years are kind of spinning by now, so it could be 5 years ago when I was in a cafe and I took out my tarot cards, as you do, and this woman sees me with them. She has some tarot cards as well, and we give each other a reading. She got the Judgment reversed for me, And she said it was all about acceptance. Okay, and that's what I feel with you. But I kind of took the meaning on even further, like two ships. I was thinking about ships earlier, actually, with the ship here. And it's come to pass. But, you know, like two ships in the ocean. So one of the ships is you, and then the other ship is what you want. But like the sea has been too choppy for the ships to come together. But the feeling here is that the ocean will calm, the ships can come together. The emotions or your thoughts will settle, your emotions will settle. And then you'll go towards what you want, and what you want starts coming towards you. And it all comes about through acceptance. Because really the only thing getting in the way are your own thoughts and emotions. Because once they calm down, you're in touch with your soul source, which is a reflection of the universe. You have this direct link then. And also you'll find your twin flame there as well. Even though your twin flame is over there somewhere, they're also inside of you. It's a bit like scientists done an experiment like with a particle, you cut it in half one side of the universe, the other half the other side of the universe. Pull on one, it has an instant effect on the other. It goes in the opposite direction straight away. So they're together, but they're apart at the same time. So that's good. I see you having a good sort out here, having a good declutter. It's very much this energy of out with the old and in with the new here. Okay, so I'm also seeing like suitcases around you, so it could be a movement, or it could be that you're going to go on a trip here. It's very much this energy of you getting your act together. Yeah, I do sense you've been moping around a lot. You've been waiting for someone. But you come to realise to actually get what you want, you need to actually move away from it. Because then they get this wake up call. They wake up and smell the coffee. Because the energy here is that if they feel too comfortable, then they don't do anything about it. Okay, also with the number 10, it breaks down to a 1. So it's very much this energy of you moving from one stage to a new one here. Subconsciously, there's a lot going on here. I mean, there's a lot of blocks as well. Because what I see, I mean, you may well have experienced this, because often, like the spiritual plane, the universe, speak to us in signs, in symbols, not usually direct. So you might have experienced like a sort of leaking washing machine, or you might have spilt some liquid, or there might have been a burst pipe. And that's a sign. You know, everything happens for a reason. It means there's a need to be more efficient, okay? More efficient in every way, okay? You know, if you imagine, for example, you put out your wishes to the universe, your prayers to the universe, which is brilliant. But the next moment, you'll kind of say, oh, that's never going to happen. I don't believe that's going to happen. Because the universe is there, there's no doubt about it. It listens to everything, so it takes in both. So it takes in what you put out about wanting something, and then it also receives what you say about believing it's not going to happen. And of course, you get back a mishmash of what you want, or it just cancels out your like initial wish. And it's not just about intention setting; it's also about your thoughts throughout the day. So try to watch your thoughts. Even step back, just try and change your thoughts if you can. But also more efficiency in the sense of around work. You know, you may spend a lot of your day kind of wasting time looking too much at the social media. I mean, there's a time and a place for everything, but when it starts to take over, it becomes a hindrance more than anything else. The advice really is to take back your power here. Okay, be more in touch with your inner god or your inner goddess here. And it clearly shows actually with the page of wands earlier that you are going to look more at things of a spiritual or creative nature. And this is very much confirmation here. It's very much about you taking back your power. So rather than letting the situation control you, you start to control a situation. Yeah, so rather than giving things away and pushing things away, you change things around. You start drawing things closer to you. I mean, there is this masculine energy around you, But again, it could be male or female, just someone who doesn't know how to behave. Okay, they're quite destructive, even abusive in some ways. Okay, I do sense better rid, or there's a need just to draw a line in the sand. You know, for you to focus on yourself. Now, I really do sense it will get this wake-up call, and then they'll start to change their behaviour towards them. Don't get me wrong, they're completely out of order for their behaviour. And once you actually change the way you kind of react to the situation, then things will just change around you. Okay, it's very much this energy of you drawing a line in the sand. They're completely in the wrong. Okay. I mean, there's a lot of fear here attached to you in this situation. I do see a dog here for connections, but the dog is also barking, so it represents your own nagging thoughts, nagging words of those around. It's kind of been pulling you back. I think you fear that if you let go and move forward, then you're going to lose something forever. But just look at how things are at the moment. Do you really want that to continue forever? Because that's the way things are going. Yeah, but once you kind of move to the next level, then I do sense this energy here, this masculine energy, again, male or female, will get a much needed wake-up call, and they'll start to change their behaviour. What a lovely card to finish off on. I mean, you know, the Eight of Wands is all about Cupid's arrows and arrows of love. You know, it's about romance bubbling up around you again in the coming weeks here. Okay. Also, you're going to receive some important news here, some positive news within the next 8 days. I mean, initially it's difficult because you're kind of, I feel you are going to let go of something or move to the next level yourself. And I do sense that someone's going to follow. So initially it's quite difficult, like an airplane going from one place to a better place and experiencing turbulence along the way. You know, the darkest hours just before the dawn, or like a snow globe, it's been shaken up. But that snow will settle to reveal a beautiful scene. So don't forget to check out my Amazon store for crystals, spell candles. There's also links to buy me a coffee, free daily readings, personal readings. And don't forget to leave a comment and I will reply with a free spirit message within 24 hours.